Hello and welcome to our latest pod episode. I want to call out that we did record another episode before this, but then I didn't have the time to actually upload it. So this is our first podcast after 3 weeks. But what a episode we have lined up today because there's a lot of
Blockbuster.
content to talk about.
Absolutely nothing to talk
Fe-
about. It was very normal, very normal week.
feelings are going
Like
to be
teams,
hurt.
it happens all the time in football.
Feelings are going to get hurt. People are going to get pissed. We'll see where that lands up now. Let's start with Premier League. Obviously. What do we want to start with? Do we want to start with the Crystal Palace game or do we want to start with the United game, Chelsea game?
We
Let's start
can
with
we
the
can go
Palace,
in the
Palace.
order. Yeah, we can start with the game in the first and then talk about the most uneventful game at the end of the pod.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Liverpool, Crystal Palace, Liverpool. Oh, but before we start, by the way, guys.
Hey,
PGMOL out.
PGMOL out. Yes, direct.
FA out.
There we go.
Premier League out.
Everyone out.
Bro, we have to do some more. Like, I think you have to have like better production than an A4 sheet and a podcast.
Wait, once.
Like, I
by
think
the
last
way,
time also you did this, like bend it like something you did this time.
By the way, for people who want to like sponsor us, please do sponsor. We need more followers and we basically need capital to run more better production. But for now, this is what we have. All right,
Yeah,
cool. Crystal Palace, Liverpool.
Yeah, I think customarily I will start first for this one. So before I start even like unloading at Liverpool, I think the first and foremost I want to give is kudos to Crystal Palace. I think after 6 game weeks, if anyone said they will be the unbeaten side, third in the league and all of this stuff after winning like a community shield and all of that. So I think they are in a pretty like good as a run of form. They are playing well, but that does not give us Liverpool any like buyout. I think this was like the game week, which frankly, I think what everyone is saying is like this was long time coming from all of the like 5 game weeks of like close last minute like winners, etc. I think in this one, I don't think Liverpool started off so well, controlled the game well, and ended the game well. I think we were bad in like all 3 phases of the game, except for like so Alisson. I don't think like any player deserved to wear that shirt that day, to be honest. Like Alisson, obviously, in some like some next level he was. But then I think
What about Chiesa?
Chiesa, I don't think that was like some insane impact, but yeah, there was some impact. But obviously,
Scored the goal, no?
yeah,
That should have been ruled
scored the
out.
goal, yeah, for sure. I think
Should have been ruled
Chiesa
out, yeah,
for
that,
sure.
let's get there
Yeah.
later.
Yeah, I think from the start itself, right? I think what we saw on paper and what unfolded on the pitch in terms of the midfield 4, right? Like the word I think everyone is force fitting like weirds into like this 4-field midfield, and I think Slot is unable to not start like one of the 4, right? He feels like he wants to start all the 4, and then Isaac and Salah. It's been 6 games. We haven't seen Liverpool kick into gear. We have always been saying, hey, once they click.
This fella saying this from game week 2 over there.
Yeah, by now they should click, right? So you would expect that, yeah. But anyway, let me not go too much into it. Overall, a very, very shambolic like performance by Liverpool in all departments, I would say. Special players to like call out for is Konate. What is that dude doing? No idea what he's doing. If you have already signed for Real Madrid, don't play, bro. Like that is the level
The
of.
option is not there, bro. You don't have players. Who you'll play then?
We'll play as Gravenberg at center. I think like that is better than having Konate, I guess.
In fact, that'll unlock a midfield position. So
Yeah, that'll unlock a midfield
Also
position.
there,
That'll at least be the fluid 3 midfield, right? I think Konate number 1 to call out for, and I think Salah for sure. Like he hasn't come on to, except for that first 10-15 minutes of that Atletico Madrid game, Salah hasn't shown up this season. What else to go, man? I can just keep going on and on about like how bad we were, right, in that.
You know who is the biggest culprit in that in your loss? Ekitike.
Maybe, yeah, maybe not. But
No,
I
but
think
like as your only striker who was actually doing something on the pitch, like I mean, it's too much to expect Isaac to come and do anything there. So I think that Messi type celebration against relegated Southampton was a little too much.
Yeah.
And I think y'all paid the price for that.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was
I mean,
silly.
I think like probably this was you can say like the worst 45 minutes under slot that we have so played, and it wouldn't be an exaggeration. So first half was as bad as it could have been.
It should have been a cricket score, honestly, in the first half if that Mateta
Yeah.
took his chances
Yeah.
and if Allison wasn't saving that.
Except for the Brazilian Allison, like everything was like insane, right? So yeah, and I think to be fair, like I thought if you were to zoom out right after the game, the first game where I thought Slot did not influence it as much, towards the end I thought he was just throwing the kitchen sink at it. Like he was like bringing every attacking player off the bench, including like the 18-year-old like Ngomo. Hey, come, you do something. Hey, Chiesa, you go do something. Hey, Frimpong, you go do something. But yeah, I know somebody else will talk about the handball incident, so I will not talk about it. But yeah, let's. That's my initial analysis.
Yeah. I mean, as Shravan said, they were lucky that the first half ended with 1-0.
1-0, yeah.
1-0.
1-0 into the stats are so crazy. Liverpool created almost nothing. They shot 2 shots on target, created like 0.39 xg versus 2.07 xg for Mateta.
Yeah.
And that 2.07 is also not doing justice, in my opinion. They could have easily been up like by 4-0.
Yeah.
And Liverpool fans could not have complained even if they were 4-0 because it is legit happening to them as they were like so bad. I think this is the first time I've seen Szoboszlai as an attacking midfielder in the lineup. They played Gravenberch and Maka as the holding midfielders and
Double
Szoboszlai
pivot,
as like the
Yeah.
I would have expected Wirtz to be the attacking midfielder, but I don't know what made
Playing on the
the
left,
slot
no?
to.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
Wirtz
started
played
on
on
the
the
left,
left. At least
I think he's still trying to find the right position where words can actually slot into the team, and I think they're struggling there.
And ironically, Szoboszlai did probably the best player on the field after Allison, despite being in the some random position where he has never played. Or probably I don't think he's ever played there.
So that specifically, right? I think it had even worse effect because Gravenberch as a pivot was working so well in all of these other games. Like he could take the ball from the defense, he could do all his crazy turns, like all those moves, etc., and carry the ball. So forward, I thought like Mecca was lost. Like what was Mecca's role there, right? He was trying to get the ball from like VVD as the last man around, pass it to Kirkes or something like that. Yeah, so I thought like overall that was a disastrous like lineup and like some sort of like attack going forward. Yeah.
This was almost as if some FIFA game for Slot. He's just like, okay, let me just fit in the best possible formation, whoever has been has been okay, and make sure Wirtz plays. These are like the two constraints he had. Like he couldn't bench Gravenberch, Maka, or Szoboszlai. He had Frimpong on, and like soon he moved Frimpong off of from there and put Szoboszlai as the right wing, the right back. Sorry, after like maybe 60 minutes or something like that. It's just a weird game, and
I may go on the limb and say that it's time Salah sees a substitution.
Salah.
If
and
it's
Wirtz.
not working for 75 minutes, 80 minutes, you have
But
Frimpong.
you can't take out a player like Salah from the squad, dude. Like when nothing.
I think it's time you start taking out at some
you do
point
that.
or the other, right? He has 2 years left in his contract. Like he's also not started off well, right? So you need to
fact,
account for that. Like
say take words out of the limelight for a few games.
Yep.
Get him on like in the last 15 minutes might just be a better solution for you guys. But you
Not
know one
even-
thing you know what I'm actually thinking? I think Liverpool are missing Trent's ball distribution a lot more than they care to admit. The fact that he could cross the ball, he could get players into play with all
swings
his
also,
long passes. Yeah. So I feel like that's missing so much in terms of how Slot's team played last year that no one's able to compensate for it now.
I don't know about that. I think the Slot is forcing the play to happen via words. More than ever, he's trying to play directly in the middle.
But
that has
even
never
when he
happened
goes out,
before.
I don't see anything happening in the team though.
I mean, it's not that easy to just randomly adjust all over again, right? So I think Slot has to make sure that, okay, we know what worked. Let's stick to that and figure out where words might fit by himself. He's he's a grown player. He's not like this young kid who is supposed to be coached or something. He has seen all kinds of games. I'm sure that he would be able to fit in. Just let him be that person who picks what works for him. If it is not working, it's not working. But don't ruin the team in an effort to actually fit in this guy who is I've complained enough about words. I don't need to do it anymore.
I think so far, right? Like if you ask me what has been our best 45 minute of spell, was against the first half with Everton, where we went to that 2-0 dominated midfield, that rotating midfield, and in that midfield it was our like last year's midfield, right? Sobo, Gravenberg, Mecca. They are so fluid to each other. Like they know how to like keep on us moving in here. And now you bring in a player like Wirtz, it's completely throwing off the balance, right? Another thing that I wanted to call out is I haven't seen Salah and Isak link up, which was
It's impossible. That's not
which
going to
was a
happen.
bit weird.
Also 2 games. It's also just 2 games. So
I also blame Salah for Darwin Núñez not being that much of a success. This is a very common thing. Yes.
I think 90% of his goals came from Salah's assist only, but anyway.
That is because he gives like a drip. So Salah is not the guy who plays well with the striker. He's basically another Messi where he takes it and ends the move rather than he goes and like tries to do that.
Yeah.
He did his best last season. In fact, he became the biggest, like, his best creative element
Best
came out
assist,
only
yeah.
last season. Yes. Up until then, he didn't ever have to do that. And Darwin Núñez was like half of the, damage done because that he barely get any chances. But I don't think Isak and Salah are expected to work together. In fact, if anything, Wirtz and Isak would work very, very well because that was the role Wirtz was playing, linking up with the
then
striker.
who is
ahead.
feeding the ball to Salah? Like where does he get the ball from?
No,
his
Salah
game
gets
need
the
to
ball,
adapt, I
but
feel.
yeah.
No. His game will have to adapt to now
Yeah.
becoming less of a goal scorer to now trying to link up play and come
Yeah.
back deep, get the ball, be a
Yeah, so
provider.
I think like probably like that's what's going on. Like lot of adaptations need to happen, lot of like pieces need to fall in place. Salah needs to adapt to his role, Wirtz needs to understand, so Kirkes needs to adapt to like some higher intensity game or whatever
That
it is,
fucker
right?
could have his greatest game only against Arsenal and then again to
I
Yeah.
think it is the same thing that's happening to a bunch of players who moved from smaller teams to a larger team. It's not easy to actually deal with that spotlight and
Yeah.
that attention, and
true.
it's crazy difficult. You can't just plug and play just like FIFA. So you see this all the time. People going to Real Madrid, and it's like suddenly a lot of demands are on you. So it's not easy to cope up with that stuff. Yeah.
Anyway, let's talk about the situations.
Okay, so
Hand of God
What
situations.
what is the possible explanation? Is there any possible explanation what they have given which I missed for that not being a handball?
The only thing I can think of is the fact that it was not 100% conclusive from the video replay is what I think they were thinking, but I find that hard to believe because you could see his hand move. So I don't actually know what they were thinking.
His fingers moved. The ball
that's
looked
what-
like it was like happily scraping off. And I thought that initially it was a foul there.
I'm not even going to attempt to defend it. It was so crazy. But the thing that is surprising me is like none of the pundits, none of the press, nobody picked up in any of the follow-up interviews, etc. Maybe because as Crystal Palace won at the end of the day, if this was a draw, maybe it would have got like a lot of the limelight.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it was too blatant, man. Like other thing you could say is like he like the other argument was okay, he was like fouled by what's his name, I keep forgetting, the other defender for like Crystal Palace. He kind of pulled Salah's hand, so his hand is on top or whatever it is.
Lacroix.
Yeah. But I think the same holds true, which we will talk, I'm sure, more in this like pod. After decades of watching the game and playing the game, what is the handball? Nobody knows.
No, but here, this is what I know we kept arguing about this even in our chat, right? Like, why does it always happen? I'm not playing victim mentality. Genuinely, I'm asking you. When the incompetence is there from the referees, right? Like, that is standard. Like, the number of decisions that they got wrong this weekend was just more than the number of goals that was scored this weekend. This is just stupid at this point. Right? Like, even this follows Matty Cash's handball against Fulham, Gabriel's handball, the penalty for Gyökeres, the Nick Pope one. I'm like, dude, tell me something. Like, how does it happen that Liverpool barely ever get the wrong end of a decision? Like,
This has
a
been
genuine
happening
question.
since last season also.
Bro,
Exactly. How is that
how
possible?
are you saying we get the wrong end of the decision, bro? Like I can pull up the
you don't. That's what I'm
ChatGPT
trying to
records.
tell.
Like from in last season, there were so many red cards that wasn't here. Maka broke his leg, I think, twice in the last season. We didn't get a decision in our like favor. It's not like all.
No, a
decisions
broken
were
leg
not-
doesn't warrant a red card. The broken leg can happen even in a legit tackle. So
You know what I'm talking about? That one that like Everton player breaks his leg into two, right? Like
yeah, that
it's
that's
not
sure,
even
yes.
deemed into it.
Yeah, yeah.
See now, like
I mean,
he's
like
going
that,
and
VVD
touching-
also escapes a bunch of leg
No,
breakers,
sorry, I
bro.
got
It's okay, yeah.
some other message.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, okay, so
Yeah,
but
but
here's the thing,
Gabriel
right?
also escapes so punching people in the face and all of that. Like, there's 10 years of receipts you'll go, bro. Like, if I tell you one
Last
decision
year.
went against Arsenal, you'll go, hey, 2010, no, Henry was fouled. So for that one and this one is cancel equal. So let's go down.
Some BC color.
Arsene
Hey,
Wenger
no,
got
but-
like red card, so
but-
your manager
But
should get red card.
here's the
like
thing,
that
right?
too.
Like I'm genuinely saying this. I'm not saying Liverpool are corrupt. I'm just saying that PGMOL is not really just inept. But there is a level of corruption there that seems to favor a certain few teams compared to other teams. That's all I wanted to say from yesterday.
What is the
No,
basis
so, okay.
behind
So,
it, bro? Like, what
exactly.
does PGMOL get by being like biased towards Liverpool?
No,
Okay,
so
this is my theory.
Let me
this
put
is
it,
my theory.
put it this
Oh, yeah,
way.
yeah,
So
wait,
before you get into the theory, let me put it in this way. What has to happen in order for you to not believe that Arsenal is being, like, there was an agenda against Arsenal? What is
Can't-
your
can't
claim has to be
happen.
falsifiable,
Twitter-
right? Yeah, what is that?
Kavan's Twitter field is his feed is already loaded with like all of those receipts. So
No,
that,
no,
that
no.
cannot.
This is all saved. This is all saved.
Sure.
Wait. Let's
questions.
let's like come back to the Liverpool game. Let's like finish that game and then
I mean-
go on to the hotter topic here.
It is for me. Okay, I'll come back to the Liverpool game and then I'll come to this, right? But I'll answer both your questions. Now, for me, the greatest thing, right? It's not even the fact that Liverpool lost. The fact that an Arsenal boy ended up scoring the winner is my greatest feeling that I got. I was like, oh my god, this is vindication. But it was definitely a game.
Avinash?
So, sorry, one second, let me finish.
finish.
But you know something? Going into that weekend, I didn't expect Liverpool to lose, to be honest, right? But I expected Arsenal to lose because we go there and lose all the time. We go to Newcastle and lose all the time. My big worry this weekend was the fact that we'll go 8 points behind. And if that had happened, I think the title race was done then. Because now
Okay,
City also have lost Rodri for the long
Yeah,
term.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, if Arsenal also are 8 points behind in like bloody 6 game weeks, the title's done, man. Like, there's no point.
One more season wrapping up in December.
It's not even
Yeah.
like the title is over now, dude. There's like Liverpool will play without any pressure for the rest of the 32 games and they'll still
Sure.
win.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this is
Then there's no pressure. There's lack of injuries as well because of that.
But just to come back and wrap up this, right? Like I think for like Liverpool, I was also seeing like slots, so messages, etc. Blah blah blah, all of that. This is a new thing for Slot. I feel like he hasn't been in this kind of like an uncomfortable as a position. Like he has the pressure on him now, right? The team isn't like performing to the best thing. He has new players to integrate. There are multiple like problems, but I think Slot will like figure it out, and the team will like figure it out. So hopefully not panicking yet. Maybe 2 weeks later I may change my stance, but yeah, let's see.
Okay,
where it
I'll
goes.
ask you this. What do you think is going to happen against Chelsea?
Nah, that's an easy game for them.
It's away though, that's why I'm asking.
Yeah,
No,
I am
Chelsea
confident
team
to
is
come out with
too
a win,
weak.
bro. Like I am confident to come out with a win more because of like also not just like Liverpool, right? I feel now this game could be like our like Nottingham Forest of like last season, where we lost one and then that kind of like sparked like a very good like resurgence. And I think Slot is also good to take that. He doesn't take loss as well. I'm sure he's going to talk about his Crystal Palace loss for another 10
Another 8
games
months.
and fill it in the squad. Hey, like Frimpong, never go 2 steps down. If you go again, I'll fuck you your ass.
Hey, that was so sad, dude. Just
Yeah,
calling
that was-
out a new player, that was just very sad.
It's not even. Come on, you can't blame the guy for doing something like that. He wanted
He
to win,
actually
and
did
he
the right
genuinely
thing.
thought that. Yeah, I mean,
He actually did the right thing.
hindsight, yes, it's always
Yeah.
2020. So who
He
knew
went-
the ball was going to bounce like that?
Yeah.
Man? Come on.
He went 2 steps closer to Graven rather than Enkiti. And then, yeah, that was the thing. But yeah,
Yeah.
that's a wrap on Liverpool, guys. Bad week overall. What to do?
Okay. Hey, dude, this club scares me, dude. United game. No, actually, I want to talk about Chelsea Brighton.
What is there to talk? Like
I have one question.
that was one
I have
wrestling
one
match.
question.
Wrestling match more than the football game, bro.
Forget that.
It's just-
I actually
yeah.
have one question. How does a football club pay another football club 350 million pounds and still lose all their games to them? How does this happen?
That's crazy, bro.
That's
What is
so
that?
dumb.
Sanchez, Caicedo, Joao Pedro,
Cucurella.
Cucurella. Who else?
Yes.
Half their team is only from Brighton, man.
There's one more. Yes, yeah, I forgot. Anyway, yeah.
How do you do that? Like, how do they get the better of you despite you basically spending more than the club's worth?
I have to come out and say we need to stop calling Chelsea a football club. It is
It's a circus.
It's a corporate management, classic P&L management, profit and loss balance sheet here, there. There are a bunch of CFOs running this club for profit of American
I'm
owners.
almost thinking if Sundar
That
Pichai and
is-
Satya Nadella can go there and do a better job.
Yeah, so that is
It's so
That is
At
exactly
least they'll go by sporting metrics and
Dude,
improve.
they'll do something.
they are like rinsing and repeating 20 players every transfer window, man. What do you expect in terms of like stability to happen?
Yeah.
It's
How
I
is
mean-
it that their transfer guru is the most hardworking person in that club? He's always got some work to do.
It is forever. What is that? FPL manager mode every
Without
season.
any penalties for multiple changes.
Yeah. Anyway, so I don't know how Caicedo came out of that game without getting sent off. I think there's going to be some kind of a review right now to give
Also, why
retrospective
does it
ban.
take this long to give him a ban? He's clearly a ban. He
Seriously,
went and punched
yeah.
him, headbutted him, something's gone and done.
But it's I don't know if it looks like it's both. He looks like he hit his chin with his head while punching it.
Then I hope Eddie Howe is also like complaining about somebody else punching somebody.
Hey, I have feedback.
We'll
from that
get to it.
also.
We'll get to it. Let's build it up.
There
Let's
is also
build it
another
up.
punch I will talk about. Wait, I will
Let's
also talk
build
about
it
another
up.
punch. In the same game, by the way, in the same game. I'm not going to history and all.
Anyway,
Okay.
I think for all the troubles United has been through, I think Chelsea is just 1 point
Behind them.
more than
Above them.
United. I think they have just 1 point more than that. I think they have one win in 7 games or something.
Yeah, something like that.
It's crazy, dude. Even the United versus Chelsea game, that
They
keeper.
wouldn't have lost if not for the red card. I think Chelsea would have won that game.
Yeah, I mean, everybody should expect they can actually get a win against United right now. Even Sunderland, even Burnley could have won. At least could have drawn if not for that random ass penalty at the end. So that's the state of United. And then you go and do this nonsense. You could go down a goal, man. You could still score 3 more against that defense. That was like a nonsensical.
I don't
tackling
get
to
that
do.
club. I am struggling to understand what that club does on a week-to-week basis.
Again, as I said, it's not a club anymore, guys. It's classic.
I don't know if Shravan is referring to United or Chelsea at this point.
No, I'm
yeah.
saying actually that statement applies to both.
Exactly, yes.
So I don't
Anyway.
get it. You have one of the most talented wingers in the game in Gittins signed for a club, that is one more idiot. Don't know what he was thinking. He's barely
Anybody, whoever is
playing,
signing for
man.
Chelsea, man, nobody knows what they're thinking.
But like, what the hell? Why don't you ever play him?
Yeah,
I just don't get this club, dude. Anyway, long may their plastic fans suffer. Who cares?
Dude, I think Maresca may be going through this like week in, week out. Like he'll go to the training squad and say, hey, who is this guy?
Our player, he'll probably use ChatGPT. He's like, who's this fellow?
Yeah, from where? From there. Okay, which position do you play? And then okay, here, let's adjust here.
But that's
has
what
to
I
have
think
some kind
Amarim
of a-
does.
Such a
I think
no,
he has
Amarim
a
does
raffle.
something different. Amarim just
Amarim
gives-
stays-
and,
Amarim stays out of the field.
No. He
He's
takes
in
some
some of
dice.
the training ground, dude.
He'll take dice, he'll throw it, and he'll be okay. This is my lineup
Yeah.
for today. Let us put like Mount at left back. Let us put somebody else at right back. Let us not
Let
play
Mount-
Bruno in his position forever, and let us go try to
Mount
win
at
the
left
game.
back is the greatest ever sight I've seen, dude.
Dude, it's
How the hell do you do that 2 games in a row now?
No, so there's like a stat. I think for the last 13 games or something, every game he subbed in a CB.
Yeah. He's not started with a consistent back four, by the way, till now.
It does not matter. Why are you? So he sends in Maguire or some other guy who's a centre back whenever they're down and they needed a goal.
yes.
Have you noticed that they try to play a little bit of a high line, the back three, and then they're not in line horizontally. They're in line parallel, like vertically. What the hell is that club, dude?
That goal,
And you're
the
doing
first
that
goal
against City, against Haaland.
against Haaland, yes, yeah.
But anyway, let's go to this game specifically, like as Brentford Manu. First of all, shout out to Brentford. I think they have also had a pretty like good start after losing stars like Mbemo and like Visa also, right? They are, I think,
They lost Norgard, Visa, Mbemo.
They lost the
top half,
coach.
right? Yeah. So they
Lost
are
the coach and their best 2 players, yes.
yeah, so much like instability. Still to be able to like be there in the top half, right? Pretty like incredible, to be honest. Yeah.
I mean, I won't give them credit for beating United because 3 of us can go and beat them. That much confidence I have.
And
Like,
it was
that much
a close game up until the last minute.
Did you see the United players' reaction when they scored the third goal? They just gave up. It's like your soul left your body types.
I mean, yeah, what else you can do?
So bad.
There is this like argument by like so-called pundits or whatever that most of this is on the players. Like, how much of this do you think is on the players versus how much of this you think is on
There
the
has to be something on the players because they're clearly not playing for the manager. That is for sure. But you have to blame the manager for the most part because he's playing everyone out of position at this point.
Yeah.
So he's a supposedly talented manager who's won multiple Portuguese league titles, who's supposed to be able to groom and help lesser known players. Okay, you can't handle big egos is one thing because you're not coming from a very big club. So
Who is the big
that's
player
what.
here? Like, except
Bruno.
Whoever is the Bruno, let's say Bruno, if you have other big players also, right?
Harry Maguire.
Like Maguire, whatever, right? Like he actually established name. But a kid like Kobe Mainu, you're telling that he's not doing what you want him to do, so fucking train him.
Yeah.
Like, what are you there as a coach for?
And they have one game a week.
Exactly.
yeah.
One game a week.
That's the other crazy part, right?
Are you saying that you trained for Brentford like that for an entire week?
I mean, they must have trained correctly. He was in the other ground, so he didn't probably see what was happening. I have not
Dude,
seen the dude have
dude,
a
I
video
think-
where he's in the ground with the players.
Yeah.
Like as much as we like to talk about 007 stats, etc., I think Amarim has the worst stat. No continuous back-to-back wins till date.
Games.
44 games. My
Wait,
God,
bro. Like, I know there's one like TikToker or Instagram who's like, I will not cut
TikToker,
my
yeah.
hair for until ManUtd.
5 wins in a row.
You are gone, bro. Like you
I think this one
you will
Amazon
break the
Forest.
world record for longest hair, I guess. Like that'll be like your end.
When he
That's the
finally
saddest
cuts
part.
it, there's got to be like one snake or something coming out of his
Yeah.
hair.
He could have put back to back. The result is exactly the same. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
He didn't even have to go 5 games.
Dude, they've got 34 points in 33 games. That is relegation form.
And
Yeah.
I feel like so this one where Man U are right now is a lot more like worrying. Like obviously where they ended like last season. I think two things, right? Like after the preseason that like Amarim had, he mainly changed the entire attacking line, right? So integrating the
Yeah.
attacking line is something else. But you should have worked on your like defense and midfield. Like what is the midfield going to do? What is the defense going to do? First of all, you should know who is your defense. And with all of this going wrong, dude, playing a player like Mount on like left back is
Left wing back, yeah.
what are you trying, bro? Like what are you trying to I don't know like how to explain this. And then I think like even I'm 100% sure like he's getting like frustrated as well. It's showing up in the press conferences even more like evidently. He's like, if we win, you don't blame the system. If we lose, we blame the system.
Oh, no. So they won one game where against the Chelsea, the team, right? So when they were down 10 men, and they won purely because he couldn't field 3-4-3 after Casemiro red card. That happened even in the first half. The second half was pretty decent simply because he couldn't field 3-4-3.
But you also were playing 10 men for the most part of it, so.
Yeah. But anyway.
But
I think-
here's the thing. Here's something funny. Okay. I'll just read out these names. You tell me what they have in common, okay? Cunha, Mbeumo, Bruno, Mason Mount, Kobe Mainu, and Joshua Zirkzee.
Whoa.
They have 6 players who can play a number 10. They don't have a proper midfielder. How the fuck do you hire 6 players for one position and then play them somewhere else?
That's actually true. At least Mbeumo is on the wing. He could still
I understand, but
be
I mean,
threatening
there are
on the
players
wing,
who
yeah.
can play, like you can actually cover for a number 10 there, but you don't have a 6, which is what Kobe Mainu
Jesus
should be doing.
Christ. Yeah.
What is up with that squad, dude? Bruno should be an 8. He's an orchestrator. He should be an 8. Play him at number 10. Give him every bloody thing under the sun, and then he has no idea what's happening around him.
It's the opposite. He's a number 10, playing an 8. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, my bad.
How do you expect Bruno to track back, keep up with
He's
the
supposed to do
midfielder or the
everything.
late running?
Dude,
It's
I-
ridiculous, yes.
Their next
Yes, this is what I love about United.
their
Looking
next
ahead.
game, Sunderland at home, Sunderland in flying form. Then they come to yours truly Anfield. Then
The customary Brighton ass
at
whooping.
home. Then they go to Big Ange. Then Tottenham. Then Everton. Then Crystal Palace. These are
Wait,
like-
it doesn't end. After that, keep going.
yeah. After that, I mean, okay, this page should load. I guess.
Dude, 1 second.
There's 2 winnable games right after that.
West Ham and like Wolves. I
Yeah,
doubt.
Now with Nuno and all, you're not winning West Ham also. No
probably. But then after that,
Hey, Arsenal is
Bournemouth.
playing West Ham.
I know, dude. That fellow had to come now only. Kya? I can come next week. No.
Then after that, Bournemouth, Villa, Newcastle, and then Wolves
Dude,
again.
at this rate, every
Christmas-
team looks hard for like Man U. But
Yes, that's what I'm saying. So, when we started the show, like the beginning of the season, I put Sunderland, Burnley, and these two as the wins for them up until now. So they got lucky with Chelsea. They still got lucky with Burnley as well, but still we will give it. But I think that's where we're at. By the end of November or something, he'll be at 9 or 10 points.
Dude, it's become so bad now. United, all my friends who are United fans are now, they've just given up. They're like, I don't think I can support this guy any longer. And
Switch-
that's a
switch
big
is
It's
mentality
not good
change.
there's another weird phenomenon.
follow American
where
football for a while.
a bunch of Manchester United fans, technically they're Rashford fans, they moved on to supporting Barcelona. It's like, oh, is this how life is?
Oh, that's how.
Is this
that's
how beautiful
United-
life is?
That's how half of Real Madrid gets their fan base because of Ronaldo.
That's
fans
also
who
true.
moved.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool.
Anyway, before
What's
we
the
get
next
told
clue?
that we are obsessing with the club, let's move on.
Okay, guys, I think we have spoken of enough. Let us wrap up the pod right now.
Hilarious.
Okay, let's go to the any other games. I don't think like anything else, right? So Man
Nothing
City have
of,
like a routine.
Yeah, nothing
Man
crazy.
City routine win. I think all
Aston Villa finally got their win.
and scored some goals.
Finally, they scored some goals.
I mean, they
That
did
also
score
fully
a goal before that as well. Like, with Cash
Okay.
scored like a worldie.
Let's do
game
it
before
without
that.
ado. Let's talk about the only traditional
wrestling
top
game.
6 win. The only top 6 win. Arsenal. Newcastle
guy-
versus Arsenal United. Arsenal go to St James Park.
Wait, Newcastle versus Arsenal United.
And
What is
absolutely
this?
robs Newcastle of 3 points.
No. Let's not start there. I
That
think
is the greatest ever thing.
I think we should start with like Shravan, or where do we start? Let's start with Shravan, then we'll have a middle segment, then we'll have another segment because I think this could get interesting. Yes, Shravan, go ahead.
What a great,
TLDR
great
this
win.
for us. TLDR this for.
TLDR this for us. Absolutely fantastic fucking win. Nick Pope is a cheat code. That is also, he's just wrong that he plays for that club.
Amazing, dude.
Amazing. Huh?
Amazing. Pope is just the saves he came up with were just crazy.
He
Anyway,
Fluke.
he had his own fluke. Yeah.
if he was a better goalkeeper, he would have played for a better club. Simple.
I think the place to start is, I think, first of all, Arsenal fans would have been, as soon as they saw the team sheet, they would have first said, finally,
Yeah, no,
Arteta.
that I was going to get to, but finally, now I feel like this guy is starting to understand what this team can do. Because if we had started with Merino, we would have been screwed from day one. Like, I think it's become very evident to literally everyone watching Arsenal games right now that there are a few players you just don't start. You don't start Trossard. You don't start Merino. Right? I don't know what Martinelli is yet because that follows like when we heard
I
amalgam of
think
multiple things.
you guys will also have a Liverpool midfield problem, and Odegaard is back to full fitness.
Hey, Odegaard has played literally 1.5 games and he has
No.
already, bro.
I'm saying those are like good problems to have. Like,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
all up to like Arteta to manage. But
No,
anyway,
I
let's go back
want
the
him to
game.
take his time. I want Odegaard to be behind Eze, feeding Eze as a number 10. You play number 8, you do orchestration of the ball. Anyway, you'll pass it to Saka. How does it matter?
And
You
then-
just pass the ball and go.
Then, so who would you drop from like Rice and Zubimendi?
So that's tough, dude. That's very tough because I feel like you
Come
can't
bro.
drop Rice.
Like, what is
No,
happening with Liverpool? You guys also
No,
will come
here's
with
the thing.
selection headache. That
Here's the
time,
thing.
You're all
Arteta
going
will
to
force
do this nonsense and gonna give the title to City, isn't it?
force fit everything.
No
Okay, go
force
for
fitting.
it.
Anyway, so
Go for the game, go for
I
the
think
game.
I think the answer here is to drop Zubimendi in favor of Rice because I just don't think Zubimendi offers much going forward compared to what Rice does. And I feel like Zubimendi is a little
Spanish.
more reserved.
Arteta will not drop Zubimendi. Spain brotherhood.
Yeah, the Real Sociedad connection. But you can't drop Rice. You just cannot drop Rice because he's the one midfielder who's driving the
Lungs,
club forward.
yeah.
He's driving things forward,
Insane
right? So,
lungs.
yeah, dude, after playing 100 minutes yesterday, he's still tracking back and taking the ball off Gordon. I think it was or someone.
Yeah.
I forgot who it was.
He's the
Absolutely
engine
mad, dude.
in the middle.
Yeah, you can't
there's
drop
no
him.
way.
But anyway, coming back to the game, I genuinely feel like PGMOL is corrupt because there is no way anyone can convince me that Gyökeres thing was not a penalty. I'll even give you the fact that we got lucky with Gabriel. I will give you that.
No,
But
that's
there is
luck. This is
That
cheating.
luck.
We got lucky, no. Yeah, we got lucky that it went our way. I'm saying we got lucky. It was
No,
incompetence.
PGMOL is corrupt, and they're trying to set Arsenal versus Liverpool title race. That's all there
Exactly.
is.
As long as we win,
Like
that's fine.
if it was 8 points, race would have been over. So in the last minute, they saw
Oh my
Gabriel.
god, dude. That Bruno Guimaraes with his hand like this, like my not even like.
Hey,
like
come on, bro.
perpendicular hand.
That's not that big a deal. We don't need to
It
talk about
is.
Bruno Guimaraes, like
First,
handball. Like
okay,
that.
okay. Let's start with this.
He
Let's
kept
start
his
with
hand
this.
close, as close as possible,
hold on.
and he
We're
was
not
turning
talking
around.
Take a step
positives
back.
in the game. We're not taking positives in the game.
Tell
and
me
then
one
going.
thing. Let me ask you one thing. Joe Linton's first minute tackle on Saka. How is that not a yellow card?
That's a
early in
yellow
the
card.
Because he
Too early
already
in the
he had too early in the game.
in the game.
Wow. What is this rubbish? People have got yellow card for kickoff and all.
Maybe only Arsenal.
We've got all sorts of cards over there for random ass things which will never happen again. Okay.
I mean, it.
No, I agree with
don't
that
think-
though. That should have been a yellow card, no doubt. Yes.
And then when the second yellow card, we should have been playing against 10 men. There's
No, he
chance.
wouldn't have done the second stupid thing if he was already on yellow,
But it's
bro. Come on.
Newcastle, dude. They're just thugs. They do only this. They don't play football. They especially at Joel Linton. He's one haram on that number 7. He does nothing worthy of a number 7. That number is just wrong.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. Let's move on from that. I think here the panelists I'll say too early in the game. So Pushya says okay, yellow. So 1-1.
So then there is no way I'm going to give that Gyökeres penalty, irrespective of what you guys say. Okay, that has to
What?
be a penalty.
It is not a penalty, bro.
How is that not a penalty?
See, like
No, the hand
First of
is
all,
pretty much tucked in. You can't give penalty for this, man.
No,
When
he
you
don't
don't give it
Gyökeres,
for this.
Gyökeres.
dude. What
Oh,
are you
that.
talking about? Yeah.
No, my bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then, no, that's
Okay.
not a penalty.
Why? Excuse me.
Why?
Why?
Pope got the ball before he got Gyökeres.
Same thing. Even Robert Sanchez got the ball before he kicked the Mbema. He got
That's
a red card on
outside.
top.
He kicked him outside.
Doesn't matter. It's a penalty. Last year,
Yes, it
Howard Webb
matters.
said that
No,
about
no.
Saliba.
There are two
What are
different
you
things
saying?
here.
He
Okay,
said
let
that
me.
about Saliba
Okay,
last season.
okay. There are two
What?
things happening here. Oh
don't
my
go
God,
history.
relax.
This specific incident. It's not.
Yes,
It's
yes.
consistency, bro.
Okay, no. So, okay, I'm going to give you that thing. Like they're not going to be consistent. Okay, leave that. Be that as it may. So number one, Robert Sanchez thing. It was not just whether he touched the ball or not. He clearly took the player out after the bare minimum touch, thereby stopping a goal scoring opportunity right there. Inside the box, that's a totally different thing. Inside the box, if a goalkeeper touches the ball first, it's not a penalty anymore. That's by default.
No,
Yes.
that's not true.
Come on, man.
Unless there is a clear deflection that takes the ball away from the striker, that point I will give you. At that point, it's not a penalty.
That's
But
what
here the
happened,
ball
right?
didn't deflect. No,
He
ball
went-
didn't deflect
he-
out. Ball didn't deflect
Come
out
on,
much.
he took
You're
he
saying
took both
Pope didn't
ball
touch the
and the
ball?
player, bro.
Pope touched the ball. I'm not denying the fact
And
that he touched the
it
ball, but I'm
goes
saying
outside. It goes outside of the path of
it was anywhere in that
Pope,
trajectory
right?
because Gyökeres was running in that direction.
If he was running in the direction, he could have gotten the ball. He didn't. He did.
He went and fell because this bloody giant Pope's bloody thighs.
Please,
hit
no.
him
So
on
that
his-
is never a penalty. That Guimaraes thing is not a
Tell
handball.
off. Okay,
No.
then tell. Then tell. Even I'll tell. Gabriel was never a handball. He did touch his hand only. He touched his face. Go.
No, I think. So maybe if you don't agree to this, I think like Arsenal fans may say like the Newcastle goal, like Gabriel was foul. Gabriel just like fell down.
That is balls. That and all. He Chuma overdid it. He overdid it. That was Chuma extra. He should
Okay,
have
so
jumped and caught the ball.
there, like, wouldn't you give like yellow to Gabriel for like
Simulation?
Yellow.
Okay,
He
so
should have gotten yellow.
there,
For
if he
sure.
got a yellow, then when he goes and he punches like
But he didn't get a yellow for the punch. No.
Like so yellow for
That's
that.
what I'm
yellow,
saying.
yellow,
He should
red.
have.
Gabriel
Keep
shouldn't
giving
have
it.
been in the thing.
All
He wouldn't
hypothetical.
have
I
been the
like
winner.
that.
He wouldn't
Like
have
that.
been the winner.
Yes.
And then that's
Hypothetical
like,
F.
see how,
Okay, so
how
wait, so
easy-
Nick Pope. So
how
Nick Pope
easily
can get the ball.
I connected
Wait, one
everything.
second. Well, amazing, dude. You should have been you should have been a CBI day.
No,
Like
no,
you should have been a head of FBI.
I
Here,
should have
my
been an
point is-
analyst, which is what I am right now.
Okay, here's the question. So Nick Pope gets the touch of the ball, not a penalty, right? But he also impedes Gyökeres, so isn't that a yellow?
No, it's not a foul. He got the ball, and it was.
Okay,
yes,
I'll
that's
get
not
the
a
ball
foul.
and then I'll kick you off. I'll kick you on your face. Is it? What is
That
this?
was. Those were not two separate actions.
He did, yeah.
Those were not
don't
two separate
think-
actions.
No.
It's the
think he's going
same
to-
action
Okay,
where
I think-
knee-to-knee contact has come into the place.
Bro, the same reason was given last season. They said the touch of the ball is immaterial.
You, my God, bro. Last season.
Dude,
go.
I can't help it. This season only 6 games. What I'm very sure this season that there'll be more reactions here. I'm sure
You
there'll
will
be more
react
reasons.
then.
Then I'll remember. Oh my God, today September.
You
29th,
do clearly.
No, I'm just saying, like, be consistent. No, if you're giving a
Yes,
foul one time,
I'm
give the foul.
telling you.
It's about the rules of the game. The rules of the game didn't change, right?
Yes,
Your
they did.
interpretation changed from one game to the next.
If you're
There
talking
is
of
a
previous
change.
season, if you're talking of previous season, I have to customarily bring Odegaard basketball. But yeah, we
That
can
happened 2
continue.
seasons ago. No, even I was
Yeah,
thinking about
previous seasons. I'm saying
seasons.
seasons.
No.
Why?
Season.
Why? I can also go to one more
Oh, yeah,
season.
fine, fair enough.
If
fair
you go
enough.
last season,
Fair
I'll go
enough.
one more.
I'll give you.
Like, Odegaard played basketball, and like in this game, Gabriel played volleyball. You guys are not even playing football. Like, what the fuck is going on?
But here's the difference, right? That Odegaard handball, I don't know what was going in their head. That should have been a penalty.
Okay, cool.
This
So
one,
then I will
the
give
fact
Salah
that Gabriel
handball because
punched the. Well, you already admitted that it was handball, so now it's too late.
Okay, so now we all on the pod for our fans who are us following, we all agree Gabriel should have got a red card. He shouldn't have been on the pitch.
No, but
And
then,
who
here's
is
the other
Arsenal
thing.
playing next?
Arsenal is playing.
Hey, wait,
West
we
Ham.
are not finished with analysis of this game. There's another handball.
No,
incident
I'm gonna go down the consequences.
West Ham.
West
We're
Ham.
playing
Yeah.
West Ham next. Nunes boys. Okay.
Yeah, it's okay,
So,
that's an easy
by
game,
the way, when Gabriel scored, I'm just letting you know, go back and see the video, okay? Nick Pope tried to come out and punch the ball. He missed
Yeah.
it. He's on his knees, and then Saliba is trying to celebrate. He punches him on his ass. What the fuck?
Yes,
What?
I
He
saw that,
punched
but
him?
I don't. How many are you going to bring up? Like there are.
What do you mean? He punched him.
This is happening on both sides. Just let it go.
Yes, I'm asking you to let it go. Chuma, don't keep harping that he went and punched him. He went and punched him. Punching is punching.
That happened
No.
consequential, bro. That's a consequential punch. That last
But
punch
why
was not consequential.
you missed the ball completely. Why are you punching my player for that? You are frustrated. Go and hit Bruno Guimaraes on his
Sure.
face. No.
Okay. So all this
Okay.
is fine, bro. So what we are trying to tell is that you can't randomly say one team deserves punching because they punched me once.
No. They do this. with
Punching is
every
happening
team.
from both sides.
No. I am saying Newcastle deserve it because that's how they play with other teams. They don't play football. Their midfields are thugs. They
Okay, so,
they come out to
I
injure
think-
players.
I think we should see how many players get injured in Newcastle games and how many players get yellow cards and red cards between Arsenal and Newcastle. That will tell us who is playing more dangerous game, isn't it? Isn't that a good metric?
I didn't understand. What? Say that again.
So if you're saying that Newcastle is they're only there to fight,
Yeah.
but as long as they're fighting within the game limits, that's good for them.
So what is the game limit?
So if Arsenal is getting more red cards and more yellow cards than Newcastle, doesn't that mean that Arsenal is the one wrestling?
we needed to give them back because last year also they scored a goal again. If I say last
Oh
year,
my
you guys will
God.
laugh. Hey, last
Okay,
year that
guys,
Joel
we-
basically
we have-
pushed Gabriel and he scored.
We have to come back to this game again because there are a lot more incidents that happened. Okay, Gabriel. So Gabriel punching is done, right? Then so what is the other? We have to talk about the other.
The handball, I will concede. I don't know what was going on. They've come up with like multiple reasons as to why it's not a handball and all that. They, by the way, this is not me. I was hearing this on my way to work today. Apparently, the ball came off of the. Who is it? Was it Elanga?
Okay, yeah.
Elanga.
Okay, Elanga only. Yeah. So apparently, it got a deflection off of Elanga's leg and came on to Gabriel. And then because the proximity was that close, they said they deemed it
Deflection,
not a
ah?
handball. That's what they said. I heard it, but
It slightly touched like Gabriel and then it went to his hand.
That is a
telling you
legit
what I
shot
got.
on target, stopped by this guy because he was playing volleyball block.
that hand was not in a natural position. Now only I'll tell you.
Again, that actually deserves a yellow card. Sometimes a red card if it is a shot on target. Just a
I think he was trying to cross it. I don't know if it was a shot.
no, it is. He was just shooting it. Yes.
Yeah, but anyway, okay. So
Yeah,
so that
I'll
was the-
concede that is just horrendous. Right?
Okay,
That
so
should
then-
have been a penalty for Newcastle.
This is second incident on Gabriel where he should have got second yellow, right? And then he should not have been on the pitch.
No.
Hey,
This was already
first
there.
of all,
Oh,
he
okay,
gave for
I see.
simulation.
Okay, the simulation. Okay, okay.
This would have definitely been a second yellow, and he would have been off the field, and he wouldn't have scored the
Yeah,
winner.
that's
anymore.
Saliba
Now,
scored a
now,
big deal.
now I want to bring up the Liverpool fan referee, whatever bullshit agenda was going on from the past 24 hours. Dude, come on, man. Like you
Okay,
cannot tell me.
You want me to
See,
give you
wait.
instances? You want me to give
Not from
instances?
last season. Not from
This
last
season, only this
instances
season.
and
I will
stuff.
only talk about this season.
What
I will
are
only
the-
talk about this season.
What I'm saying
Okay.
is like 24 hours before the game goes, this is almost like a recurring pattern for like this fan club. I'm going to say it.
Okay.
There'll be some connection or the other. There'll be like some build up for the other. And in the match, right, without the focus being on the game, on the players, this
Who is
will
the referee?
be the focus.
Who is the referee? Who is he supporting?
Can't help it. Can't help
Who is the
it.
referee?
You can't. Okay, tell me why Jared Gillett has refereed 4 out of the 6 matches for us, dude. Tell me why. Why is one?
What has he done wrong in those games is what I would ask you.
But why is a certified Liverpool fan officiating the game? By the way, let's
The rule there is he's a certified Liverpool fan, so he cannot
he cannot referee Liverpool and Everton games. By the way, he's not allowed.
That makes sense.
And Everton game.
So why is he allowed to? Why is he allowed to referee games of the
all
closest
top
title
6 you're going
rivals?
to like eliminate. All top 6 games he shouldn't referee. Yeah? Then he should only
should
referee
not.
like Burnley,
He
Sunderland.
should not. Yes.
What the hell is that?
This
dude?
is absolute nonsense.
Of course,
This
if
is
there
like-
are 2 teams in a title race, why would you allow him to referee
No, so
them?
dude, everybody is
completely
going to be supporting certain team, man. You can't just randomly take
Correct.
people off of those things.
So then why is he not refereeing Everton's games? And why is he not
it's-
refereeing Everton Burnley?
Dude, oh my god, that's not the point, bro. The point is that
you just
if
made
you
the
need,
point.
The point that I am
No,
trying to... Okay, go ahead, Pusha.
you need to show that he has actually shown some kind of a different bias in
Yeah,
the previous games
exactly.
to claim
That's what I'm
that
saying.
he's going to do some shit to you right now. In the past 4 games, I didn't see anything that's crazy happening for Arsenal.
He's
If
still
anything,
not-
if anything,
still
that
not
guy is
supposed to
closeted
have-
Arsenal fan.
Yeah,
I see.
exactly.
closeted
Like,
Arsenal
he's-
fan, it seems.
He's like fakely he said he's Liverpool
Yes.
fan so that he'll get Arsenal fan, giving 2 favorable decisions in terms of Arsenal. That is the narrative.
Sure. You can make up your own narratives, but at the end of the day,
Just like you are doing.
You are making up your narrative, bro.
I am not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying it's your perspective. I have my own perspective. But this is this is genuinely my thing, okay? If you are a certified fan of a club that's fighting for the title, you also shouldn't be refereeing the closest rival. That's all.
Who decides who is the closest rival? Is United
know.
Arsenal
At
closest
this
rival?
point, it's at
No,
this
no, no.
point, What will you say?
No, so you can
mean-
reevaluate every season and you put these kind of things like Champions League games.
Okay. Now the point being this, you can swap referees out at any given notice at any given time because this has happened in the past as well. There have been referees who've gone to Dubai and come back and we're like, oh, too tired, can't referee, we'll swap the referee out. But when you know that Liverpool has lost and then the next big game is again that you're put up against Arsenal, why would PGMOL want to do this and invite trouble to themselves? That's my
Okay, so every game they need to do this after all the allotment they've done. So they need to make sure that if their closest rival has lost a game, you have to change the referee of their rival.
Isn't it better for you not to have that narrative?
Why is it better? It's
so
only
if-
the narrative
if
of
Newcastle
Arsenal
had
fans,
lost-
bro. Like, wait. He hasn't impacted this game. You agree? Yes or no?
He didn't impact the game. That scoreline should have been something else. He just basically.
Yes, Newcastle would have won easily.
Would have been
I
Newcastle
don't think
win.
so, dude. We should have got the penalty for Gyökeres. Just because you don't agree doesn't mean I have to accept it.
What?
That is he gave the penalty. VAR took it off.
Yes, when he went to the
Yes, who
screen, they
did that
made-
then?
So you have the ability to say I saw what I saw on the pitch and you can overturn VAR. First of all, VAR also was wrong. They are trying to influence him and saying no, remove the penalty. That itself is wrong. And then on top of that, this fellow comes back and he's like, oh no, not a penalty. Now I can also come up with like 8 reasons why Arsenal could have won that game. That and all you don't give me. Now my point is there are other managers. I'm saying there are other referees in the league who could have swapped in for this game. Why would PGMOL, knowing how bad they've been in the last 3 seasons, want this narrative? Whether it's from Arsenal fans, whether it's from Everton fans, doesn't matter. Why would
So
they want
every time I want something to happen, I'm going to just create this propaganda saying that no, it's referee's fault and they should change the referee just because the fans are unhappy.
you should have
You know
cover
how
your
that
ass,
sounds?
right? See, it's the
They are
same
not
way,
in the
like
business
if-
of covering their ass, bro. They are doing whatever they can with respect to the allotments, and they're going to just do within the constraints.
So tell me then, why does you have a pool of referees, right? So why does one referee get the majority of Arsenal matches? Like how is it?
Right
can't
now,
be
it's a
possible,
very
right?
small. It's a very small sample size.
We can only
Look,
talk about
look.
no.
No, of
We can
course,
only
yeah.
talk
Look
now,
at in a span of 38 games. Tell me if this referee does 19 games for you. Then yes, I would agree.
We'll talk about it in May. Now I'm asking now.
Sure, that's what I'm saying. It's
there has to be a
it's
reason,
irrelevant at this point, and it's not fair to judge at this point.
What do you mean? What do you mean? It's not fair to judge. Like there has to be some reason, right? It cannot be that boss. It is so coincidental that this will happen.
See, this is the same thing I keep seeing. So everybody complains saying that why is my team getting difficult fixtures at one point of time or at the beginning of the season? Why is the other team
See,
getting
that's
easier
stupid because
schedule?
you anyway have to play all 38 teams. See, that's
This is
the
what I'm
difference.
telling you. You have to play all 38. You have to judge it at the end of it. Why would you do that in the beginning of? It's the same logic, right?
It's the same way you're judging United saying, oh, their next 10 games are winnable, not winnable, right? You're only talking about what has happened till now in the next few games, that's all.
I don't think
Okay.
those two are the same.
Those two are like
I
that's
mean, it's
false
not the greatest
equivalency.
corollary, I agree, it's not the
Yes.
greatest corollary, but
Yes.
you can't help but, okay, fine, you can say it's an Arsenal fan agenda, whatever, right? Now, Avinash came up with a point saying no one spoke about the Salah handball, maybe because Palace won it, right? He said that earlier
Sure.
in the podcast, right? So technically, given the fact that we won it, we should also keep quiet, right? Why is someone complaining so much? Because there is an agenda there, bro. Last season, I'm sorry
That
to
is
bring
the
it up, but
fan-made agenda, bro. That's what
Yes.
That's what you are starting.
This is-
What is
was
from
That's
the
what I.
tweet to right
That's what I
now?
mean by. That is exactly what I mean by addicted to being a victim. You would never want to give up that position at this point. You are
But
trying
why would I
mental
be a victim when I
gymnastics.
won the game, bro? Why would I want to be a victim?
Everybody
The
is
fact that
wondering
you're
that.
complaining he's a Liverpool fan and he's going to influence the game is exactly what is happening.
That's
bro.
a
That's
fear,
what Kusha and I
right?
have been
That's
crying
a fear,
about.
right?
It's not.
Macha,
It
you're telling me.
it hasn't influenced so far. The game, like if you go from a neutral, okay, like forget I'm being like a Liverpool fan. You go from a neutral watching the game, you can say the referee was biased towards Arsenal. There are like enough things that happen in the game where you can say referee is biased towards Arsenal.
Okay.
But then the
So
agenda is
can
no.
I-
This
can I
referee
ask you one
is
question?
he's
Can I
a
ask you one question?
self-proclaimed like Liverpool fan.
Now I can't help it. This season is six games only. If I bring up anything, you're going to be like last season historian. You're one T-Rex. You'll tell. Now what do I do?
Go.
But as rival fans, we have always complained about Fergie time, right? We have always complained about Fergie time. You can't say no. You can't say you didn't do it because we've all done it.
Okay.
Right? When United have won and they've scored in the 97th minute, whatever, right? Now that by Pusha's logic, there is no rhyme or reason why referees would give additional time for United, because see, that whole concept of saying until United score came up only because of Fergie time. Now I can use your logic and say there's no reason referees had to do that and favor Ferguson, right? But we all know it happened. We all know, whether we want to agree or not, it happened. I am just saying it's the same logic.
So
Okay.
So the thing that you're saying is the same logic. I am saying that it's the same logic without evidence of it happening. In fact, with evidence of it happening, the opposite way is crazy.
Opposite.
Okay. So explain to me. Okay, then explain to me if I say Liverpool or like PGMOL is favoring Liverpool, right? So please just honestly explain this to me. In all the games that you all have played, you all have been ahead towards the 90th minute. You all have been ahead only in one game against Everton. Okay. That one game only got 3 minutes added time. There was no reason that this Crystal Palace game should have had 6 minutes added time.
Bro, so you can go to
Okay.
the extent of saying that like all these fans are on like some FSG so what like payroll is like no matter what Arsenal does, you cannot witness it.
No. I'm
It's
asking you. The
absolutely
question
ridiculous,
is
bro.
different.
It's absolutely
Okay,
ridiculous at this
the
point.
question is
Like
different, no, bro.
you and your fan base will take like one small thing, bloat it up, and I'm sure in the 35th minute also you'll come and say, oh, in that game you only got 3 minutes. By the way, we didn't get like 2 minutes. And all. It's
35th
ridiculous,
minute,
bro.
35th game, you mean? Okay.
Like,
But explain how that happens, no, bro.
There have been enough decisions going against Liverpool as well. Like I can also bring up a lot of like decisions go ahead like
So
against
please tell
Liverpool.
me
Like
one-
last
one-
season,
no, this season
we
only
lost a
last
title because like Doku had a karate kick. We didn't get that penalty.
That I agree. That goal that should have stood against.
So one thing
Mane.
you will agree, another thing you will disagree.
No,
but
no,
then
I am
this
agreeing
is
with
all
you.
like against Arsenal agenda. Like that's
I am
crazy,
agreeing
bro.
with you. I am agreeing with you that City, the year that City won the title, when was it Doku who kicked McAllister right on his chest?
Yeah.
That should have been a red. I am not going to deny that one bit. Again, it has nothing to do.
Odegaard
again,
basketball
Correct.
also was like title deciding only.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed. I
now-
am not debating that. Now my
Yeah.
point is this.
No,
I don't know.
but there's Liverpool agenda. There is this
No,
whole
that's
agenda against Liverpool. Last season
Not
only, no.
against
So-
Liverpool. For Liverpool.
rewind 2 seasons ago, like it's like City was winning 4 in a row. At that time, was it Liverpool or is it City being favored or Arsenal against Arsenal agenda?
No, we lost. We were not a better team
So-
than City. It's not. I'm not going back all in time memorial and saying always it's been against us. Now I'll tell you the two facets where I feel like it's gone against us. Okay, it happened 2 seasons ago when Arteta called out the referee saying this, it's a disgrace with his Spanish, he said disgrace. And after that, it has been a shit show for us from that time. The other reason, let me finish and then you guys yell at me all you want.
This
Let me
game alone,
One
in this
second,
game
bro.
alone, you
One
got
second.
favorable decisions, bro. It's 24 hours before.
Who's that referee who came out and said, I hate Klopp? Who is that guy? Oh, some big
David
fiasco
Coote or
happened.
something, yeah.
Whatever. From that time, I feel like this whole thing about anything anti-Liverpool would have been like, oh my God, see, referee admitted this fellow hates Liverpool. This is how it has been. So I feel like this stories come from there.
Oh, wait.
My
So
opinion, not
Is
Twitter,
this
not
like
Twitter.
this is conspiracy theory at its finest, bro? Let us like link one isolated incident. Let's bring two incidents. Let's like link this together and let's do it because like
I agree. I'm not. See,
Dude.
again, you're very entitled to what you're saying. Okay, it might be conspiracy theory. I'm telling you where I feel like it's coming from. Ashte.
Your fears are unwarranted.
Okay, fair enough.
There is absolutely no reason to think that suddenly, despite the last 24 hours,
please
whatever we have
explain to
seen,
me- okay, finish. Sorry, I shouldn't cut you. Sorry.
last 24 hours were like basically the evidence against your thing. So if there is a logical claim, if it's a falsifiable claim, last game was that.
No, I will not agree to that because we should have had a penalty for Gyökeres.
So basically there is no falsifiable. So there is no way we can call your claim as falsifiable. Is that right?
I don't.
That's
think
an
so.
illogical
You
statement.
might agree. Okay, fine. Again, according to you, right?
Whatever we bring as an evidence saying that okay, this is the reason why I believe that there's nothing against Arsenal, and you're saying that no, that doesn't count.
It counts. Very much counts.
Then?
I'll
Even
accept
then?
the Gabriel one. I'll accept the Gabriel handball, but I can
So
also
at-
counter with
at
two
what
other players. At what point, meaning?
At what point do we come to the conclusion that it's not against Arsenal anymore?
When
At what
Arsenal
point?
win the
You,
league.
you show
When
me.
Arsenal win?
When
Even
Arsenal
if you
win the
didn't say
league.
this, dude, I'm not lying.
So-
Hear me out. Hear me out. My point at the end of the day being, you show me consistency where things have not happened just for Arsenal. Now, if I go back to last season, you'll say I'm going to last season. But there were so many red cards and yellow cards that Arsenal got that have never been repeated in the Premier League ever again. Why is that?
No,
Why is that?
that's because we are not watching all the games, Mama. So I'm sure that there are so many other teams which are being
see.
They're
I agree that we
for,
never reach
for,
a consensus.
for,
Okay.
for the 5 red cards that like Arsenal got, I can point to 3 red cards that Liverpool didn't get.
I see where you're
McAllister
coming
2 times is like
okay,
this,
okay,
one more instant I can give it. Then you can go back to the like the Tottenham disallowed goal, all of that.
Disallowed
Then-
goal, yeah.
So then I can say Liverpool agenda with that. Oh yeah, so that's all
But
Liverpool.
please bring it up. I am saying please bring it up.
I am
my
saying-
point, my point being, if you can be the most inept person at your job. You be the most inconsistent idiot on earth. No problem. Make it equally across all the teams. Don't come and say Saliba touched the ball. It is it doesn't matter that he touched, but it's if it's in the penalty area, it's a penalty. But when it happens to Gyökeres or Nick Pope touched the ball, no.
if it is not intentional, it's
Yeah, neither
impossible
was
to make it even. If it is not intentional, it is impossible to make it even. That's what I'm saying. When random things happen, they happen randomly. They don't evenly distribute themselves.
What
what-
I will say at the end of the day, we will all agree, referee standard sucks.
Yes,
There is
that's
no.
basically
That's
what we
why.
are all agreeing
What
on.
I am
That's
trying
what-
to say is there
That's
are
what PGMOL out.
PGMOL out is sure, but then the propaganda that okay, this is because they
have an agenda against-
Arteta said disgrace 2 seasons ago. Hey, this
a
referee
disgrace.
is thinking about that. Hey, in
Our
that
trouble started
when
from
he
that game.
when he goes to the VAR screen to check rate, they'll say, hey, so by the way, do you remember Arteta said disgrace? You should keep that in mind and you should give this decision against Arsenal. That sort of
Yes,
crazy
come
agenda
on.
is not happening here.
I
bro.
have
That's
seen
what I'm
enough
trying to
evidence
say.
for my club, right? I am just saying what evidence I've seen. That Rice red card last season, the Trossard red card against City, where all that went, no one cares. Now any player can kick the ball out, stop a fast free kick, anything can happen.
So
For everyone.
3 seasons in a row, McAllister could have broken his leg. Nobody gave him a red card. Poor guy. He has a World Cup to play. Like, where should he go and cry, man? Where
So
should
you
he
should bring it up, right? You should bring it up. Call the referees a disgrace.
So when I bring it up,
It's not
I like bring it up
disgrace.
as like incompetent referee decisions. I don't bring it up like this is because it's Liverpool. Like, it's happening to Liverpool.
I am not. That's what I was trying to say from that time. It has less to do with Liverpool, but against Arsenal is what I've been saying from that time.
So what happens when something goes against Liverpool? So
Yes.
why can't they
call
say
it out.
that there's also something
But
against
where has
Liverpool?
something gone wrong this season with Liverpool?
Why does it have to be like that?
I'm asking.
No.
You
So
bring it up if it happens. No? Bring it up.
they will bring it up in such a way that they don't play this. Okay, everybody's against me.
That's fine.
They will call that decision as that decision, and then they move on. there is this weird thing going on in among Arsenal fan base. There's nothing else to call it as other than victim mentality. They just would not
fine.
get over it.
That's fine. You call it victim
Stop.
mentality. I'm calling it out for what it is. That's all.
Go ahead.
If you really want to actually make sure that see, the whole point of a referee is to be so behind the scenes that you don't come out as the leading topic, dude. That's at the end of the day, that's what you want the referee. You want the referee to have a good game when you don't even know who the fuck is refereeing that game. That's what you want. I don't care if it's Darren England refereeing, whether it's Jared Gillett refereeing. I don't care who.
Sorry,
Ferguson's
Jared
son
Gillett.
can come.
I think we Pusha, you and I, let's start a petition. If that fellow referees another Arsenal game, I think we will not.
There are
our
handful
WhatsApp
of
will
referees,
not be
bro.
able to-
Sometimes there are a handful of referees, and there are specific set of referees who are dedicated for high-profile games. That's by default, and they will repeat. And
that referee-
depending on
that referee-
what's your sample size, you may see some kind of a weird stacking and skewing.
I think overall the standard is abysmal. Like they are like breaking. They are like ridiculous.
Stupid, man.
And if it makes you feel any better, I watch La Liga every time. I come back and thinking that, okay, I think at least Premier League is better. Yes.
People were comparing Real Madrid getting the penalty versus like what was like different with like Gabriel's handball. Like it's like insane.
Ridiculous how bad things are. Like the fact that, see, unless it's a clear and obvious error, VAR shouldn't even intervene. Why they asked him to go to the screen yesterday, I still don't understand.
Because it was a clear and obvious error.
It was not. You're redefining how the rules of the game are. The touch on the ball is irrelevant as long as he takes the player down inside the penalty box. Howard Webb, who's the head of the PGMOL, came out and said that.
This is making up rules.
I'm not. Okay, by the way, I have the video. I have saved it. I will send it to you guys. He literally said this about Saliba against Brighton last season. He came out and justified why Saliba got a red card and a penalty. I'm not making this up. I'm genuinely not making this up. He said that the touch of the ball is irrelevant as long as the player has hampered a goal scoring opportunity, which in this case has happened. I will send you guys the video. I will attach it to this video as well.
We shall see that this is
send it also, dude.
when
I
you're
think I sent
comparing
it
two
yesterday.
different decisions also. It's a moot point comparing two different decisions and trying to see if they are equal or not. They are almost never equal. It's just difficult. Just take
But then I
it
don't
take
know.
it for
Then I
that
don't
incident.
know.
That's what I'm saying. Yes.
My conclusion of this game is the goal scorer should have been red carded in the 30th minute or
Yes.
15th minute or what.
Whenever the
And he should not have
my
been
conclusion of the game. My conclusion of the game is the fact that he should be given 5 extra goals and 10 extra points for Arsenal for treating Newcastle like the scum that they are.
Oh my God.
My conclusion is that the PGMOL is inept and corrupt, and they're trying to pit Liverpool and Arsenal title as close as possible.
Yeah, I don't think that second narrative works because now with Rodri, there's no competition.
Sure.
No, I just
saying.
found out today that Rodri,
Liverpool and Arsenal. That's all.
So is he like out for a considerable
I
period
don't know,
of time?
something apparently again his knee is acting up again.
Apparently, he told Pep saying that he's in pain
I
every
can't
time he
play
plays.
something,
So
yeah, something like
yeah.
But yeah,
I think for now he's out for now.
Indefinitely.
Yeah, for now nobody knows when he's going to come back. I think he may even consider surgery or something like that because it's constantly pain. Same thing happened to Gavi. So he came back and then the pain remained and then they again did a surgery and they were shocked that how bad the tissue was inside and then they had to completely redo this thing and then he was shattered. So it's like it's psychologically it's very damaging. And then seeing that and then Rodri feeling the same thing, I'm sure where his head is at this point. Yeah.
What does that mean though? Like his football career will be blighted with injuries now then?
He's okay, at least hopefully it won't repeat because whatever happened back then, it just got damaged further after the surgery. We don't know the details of it. We don't know if it is like he's going to be prone to it more or they have to do something special to make sure that he doesn't have to go through that again. But that's what they thought they did. And again, this was happening because of those games which are probably pointless. Gavi was playing that game for no reason after being fatigued. Lamine was playing those 2 games with back pain on painkillers for no reason.
And
But Chelsea
the
champions, man.
the insane other crazy part is this is like the World Cup season, right? Like after this, which will be like insanely crazy
Yeah, there's no break also.
for all of these players.
There's no break. Yeah, so they directly go right from this season to immediately to the national team training grounds.
Let's wrap up PL weekend. Probably the best weekend for Arsenal for sure.
Yeah. Oh, apparently this one cool stat I found out. So on Saturday, Liverpool lost, Chelsea lost, United lost. Right. That's the first time in 31 years that it had happened. The last time all three of them lost was in '94. It seems. I was like, what
Crazy.
is this stat? Dude?
Stupid
Crazy
Crystal Palace, our kryptonite.
They're playing
Yeah,
again
in the
when?
room.
Okay, let us.
Wait. When is the FA Cup? Is that FA Cup or EFL Cup?
EFL Cup.
Next.
Oh,
round.
okay.
We should just play with kids at that point.
Yeah, I don't even know why Liverpool even have to play that game seriously. Just chill out.
This is the first time in a long time I don't want a Champions League midweek game, dude.
What?
Right?
It's too much football, man. Like I really feel like no, not enough, not for us. Like I genuinely am scared where Arsenal players will start getting injured at this rate, man.
As a
Every 3
football
years they're playing.
Have
podcaster.
the most bloated squad in like outside of Chelsea, which is not a squad, which is a corporate league. Sorry, corporate
12 centre backs.
company.
Yeah,
you
but
have
we
the
also
most bloated.
have a
squad.
lot of injuries, right?
You
we
have,
also have had a lot
and
of
all of
injuries.
them are coming back.
I
in
think
the
you
next
have the
week.
most depth.
Bro.
Yeah, I
in-
think Arsenal has the most depth, isn't it?
Like Liverpool, who kept buying forwards, we bought across the.
we already bought. Now we can't buy mid-season. You guys already bloated. Like you in last pod you said, hey, B squad also if we play we can get
Yeah,
top.
I agree. The difference I am trying to say is you all went all out for spending 250 million on two players. We bought across the.
We're coming back. We're coming back to review that. Words and Isaac. We're coming back. We'll come back.
We will see at the end of the season whose strategy was better.
Nah, it's not even going to be that far. Like, half of the season we'll probably know if it is a bomb or a
Yeah.
success. Yeah.
But
Okay, so what do we talk next? Dude, so La Liga, though, like, so before even going into Madrid derby, I think Barcelona is. I don't
they're
think
looking good.
there is anything to say. You guys bringing in like two kids in, you are able to rotate the squad so easily, so well. Pretty impressive. I think you have already scored some 20 plus goals, right? This
18 goals.
which is crazy.
That was before, I guess.
Yeah, I think 20 plus. Yeah.
Yeah. So we have at least
goal difference of 16, dude. What is this?
yes, goal difference of 16. Yes.
Okay.
Oh, Barcelona scored 21 goals in 7 games. That's 3 goals a game, dude.
And conceded least amount of goals.
And without like so Rafinha playing
I mean,
what?
Rafinha was only missing one game, like last game. Lamine was missing like 2 games. That was the best part. Without Lamine, there was enough creativity. Rashford was coming in good, and Olmo and Rafinha doing their with Ferran out there. Lewandowski he has not started a game in a while. I think he's only been coming back from the bench, and he scored all the goals from the bench. Excellent. No complaints.
We have been complaining about like La Liga being a 2-horse race. I think Premier League being a 2-horse race also should be brought in.
2 horse for now, bro. 2 horse for now.
For La Liga.
EPL. It could have been a single horse race already. if not for the debacle of refereeing that.
It's not
we
for
just
that
discussed.
Liverpool fan, that fucking Liverpool fan of a referee who gave like two yellow cards.
What is this imposter doing here in the top 4 in La Liga? Elche and all. What is this?
Elche, Barca and Elche are the only unbeaten teams in La Liga right now.
Oh, wow.
So
What?
yes,
Some random ass clubs around are going unbeaten. Wow, nice.
Elche are so good. They play such an amazing football. It's just so awesome to see such small team do all the things. And Atletico Madrid has been a disappointment at least up until now. Thank you for the amazing 5-2 win against Real Madrid, I guess. But they have been very, very poor. Very poor up until now.
But apparently they were looking to sack Simeone if they had lost that game and all.
No, impossible. Nobody sacks Simeone. Simeone leaves
Sacks
by himself.
himself.
Yeah. There's no way. They owe everything to him.
To him, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, it
But
doesn't
like,
matter. He could spend another 300 million. It doesn't matter. Fans would never turn against him.
At some point they should try to reinvent themselves, right? Like they have been like what, third? I mean Champions League spot, if that is like enough for them, then I don't know.
It is.
That's what
It
the
is.
fans want.
I guess it's tough. People underestimate what Simeone does. It's very, very difficult to be some other team outside Barca and Real Madrid and actually compete for the title on a regular basis. He should get a lot of credit for that because despite the troubles, Barca has this academy
coach in
strength.
the world. I think they've given him enough credit.
I mean, sure. I'm saying that if you want to replace Simeone with somebody, I don't think they would be doing anywhere close to whatever they're doing sustainably over like a 4 to 5 year period. Even if Simeone bombs one season, they can be assured that he will come back. And it's not easy that whatever he won the 2 to 3 La Liga titles in his over the 10-year thing, that was even difficult to begin with, especially with Barca, that period where from 2015 to 2019, it's unstoppable with Messi in there. So, non-stop, 7 out of 10 La Liga titles. Yeah,
The
7
era
out of
of
10 La Liga
MSN.
titles were Barca's. Yes.
You are welcome, Barcelona.
Anyway, so yeah,
Yeah,
I think Xabi Alonso got a reality check
yeah.
this game. Yes.
But I think there were some bad performances also, right? I think I heard Valverde come back and self criticize himself or something like that, to say he's not been playing the best and all of that.
It's unfair to criticize that guy alone. Real Madrid defense has been leaky and they have not been super convincing anyway to begin with.
This is without Trent in the defense, by the way.
Yeah, Trent got injured anyway, but Carvajal also got sent off. I think Carvajal and Trent both would be unavailable until El Clasico.
Carvajal sent off. Oh.
Yeah. He got into a fight in the previous game. He did a headbutt and all that stuff, so he was sent off. Anyway, so Xabi Alonso had that nice period of simpler games where he could stick to basics and still win the game with the individual talents of Mbappe and Vini. But yeah, this was a good wake-up call for him, saying that, hey, everything is not fine and dandy anymore, so you need to figure some shit out.
When is the El Clasico?
October.
Hey, nice. What else do we talk about? La Liga, I think it's Barcelona. It's a one-horse race maybe after some time, but yeah.
No, it'll never be one horse race, at least up until El Clasico is completely decided. So we were 7 points clear, we dropped everything, we were 10 points down, and then we came back. All that stuff doesn't happen every single year, so we'll see.
Being humble.
No, but this time I genuinely want them to focus on UCL. So we were close.
I was okay, they have injuries. Randomly, 18-year-old, 20-year-old, it's you just open the door of your youth academy. Hey, who are the top 2? You come play this match and then you go back again.
Yeah.
That sort of whoever had the vision to build their youth academy, I think it's insane, man. How many players do they produce, dude? It's ridiculous.
Yeah. I think under Laporta, back before Bartomeu and after Bartomeu, it happens. Under Bartomeu, it did not happen. So there was very few La Masia players actually getting the light. That dude basically just threw money and did some shady dealings that came out right now, and then he's going to be testifying soon in a couple of weeks or something like that. Especially in the Griezmann deal and Malcolm deal. He did some weird commissions in the back end.
I understand Griezmann deal. I understand. What is this Malcolm coming in between?
Dude, you know what happened in that Malcolm deal? Malcolm was almost signed by Roma. Deadline day deal. And everything was done. He was doing his medical. He was set to go fly. Suddenly, this dude comes out and then he pays the money. And that's it. He was a Barcelona player within 2 hours. We never understood why. Who is this guy? Why was he even signing this guy? It's okay, for depth. He never played. He played 4 or 5 games. That's all. And then there is this Arthur to Pjanic swap deal with Juventus. Shady Max. Yes. Pjanic never played. Arthur ruined his career by going there. Now he's playing in some smaller team in La Liga. I think it was Girona or something like that. I loved that player so much.
Yeah.
He's such a good player. He would have shined so much better in Barca. Yeah.
He came for a loan spell to Liverpool also and never played.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah. Did he start? Ever?
Did he play? I think. I don't know.
Arthur, I remember he played. I don't know if he started, but I remember Arthur playing.
So they did too many weird things like that. Yeah.
What else do we cover, guys?
Malcolm was
I am seeing the PSG versus Barcelona game. I'm seeing the PSG injured list. This is all of their first half.
That is almost like a starting 11 dude there.
Yes.
This is the full first half.
Vitinha, Dembele,
Doué, Marquinhos,
and no Donnarumma now, so it's a different player now.
Neves, Ruiz, Kvaratskhelia.
Have you guys seen what Enrique is doing right now? He's so bored out of his head in that league. He is doing what rugby coaches do. He has a different manager in the ground on phone call. He's sitting in the top in the media box and analyzing tactics and setting shit up. This is what you do when you're bored out of your head. This league is a joke.
Yeah,
Dude,
that,
I think
unfortunately.
one more Champions League he can win and he can go. Hopefully,
Yeah,
Man U, but yeah.
Yeah. There were rumors that he wanted to come back to Barca. No. I think it's not happening anymore. That's it. He peaked. And again, immediately Dembélé.
But I know you don't like him, but that guy's story is something else, dude.
Sure.
Like they were playing that compilation the other day. It was just absolutely insane to see what he went through. I mean, he might not be the greatest player, but the injuries and to come back and then win Champions League in a new position that you're playing, that was absolutely crazy.
I hate that guy, but Messi loves Dembele, man. Messi loves Dembele so
Yeah,
much.
he was
It's
the
like,
first one to
why,
congratulate
bro?
him and all, yeah.
Fuck up, yes. Yeah, chutia shit. He ruined his life.
I don't care about that award anymore. Or I have like never cared about the award because I don't think any Liverpool player has ever won it. Maybe one.
What are
day.
you talking about?
Owen.
Michael Owen is one. So
Owen.
actually Liverpool plays a one, yeah.
Yeah.
We don't regard Michael Owen as Liverpool player, but anyway.
Ayyo, pavam.
Dude, he wore a Man U jersey, man. Come on.
Yeah. True.
And he basically won them the league against City.
It's almost like Van Persie, but I don't know how.
Almost. That snake and all, no one can beat.
See, same.
Everybody has a snake, bro. Chill.
Everybody has a
Okay.
snake.
That is one of the worst snakes on earth. That fellow and
Nasri.
Yeah, maybe.
demons.
Cool. What else?
Best part, Nasri was commenting as to why Gyökeres is not a penalty. That's when I felt more full vindication. I was like, if that snake is also feeling bad for us, then there's something
Dude,
wrong
he's
with it.
literally trolling, bro. Like at this point, people are
like
trolling.
that.
People are trolling.
I see, yes.
There is no.
I see.
Okay, anyway, we started the pod with two people saying there is no Arsenal agenda and one person saying there is Arsenal agenda. I think we are ending the pod with two people saying there's no Arsenal agenda, one person saying there is Arsenal agenda.
There's a
So nothing has
Liverpool
been
Arsenal
accomplished.
agenda.
Nothing has been accomplished in this pod. Basically,
That is never accomplished in any pod anywhere under the sun.
that is the bottom line. But so one thing we have to say for the fans. We are all praying Shravan resets his Twitter feed soon so that at least it's more current. It's more current news and not like, hey, 3 seasons ago, hey, 2 seasons ago, hey, 5 seasons ago. It's more current.
Macha, I give you a news that is curated for you. I get everything else.
It's not curated, bro. It's like
It's curated for you.
You have to set
Feed
notifications.
your delusion.
If this is not recent news, please don't show it to me.
I curate my stuff. See, like how this Gabriel header compilation video I sent. This is all to bring joy.